Well, hello everybody, it is Kyle from UnBoxed Autos, and today I'm super excited to show you guys the all-new 2023 Range Rover Sport. This is the first edition, so it has the 4.4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, makes absolutely crazy power, and today we're going to go ahead and give it a full review. We're going to take it for a test drive out in these beautiful mountains. We're going to go ahead and talk about the exterior design, what's new, technology, all of that good stuff, so let's get ready and dive in. So we're super excited to be here in the all-new 2023 Range Rover Sport. Now, it's been fully redesigned from the ground up for 2023. Some of the key aspects of the Range Rover Sport that have really been improved. First up are driving dynamics. I mean, this car has been fully engineered, redesigned to give you guys a sportier driving experience. Now, some of the key features that make that experience possible are greater body rigidity, so a lot of stronger materials have been used, so we keep everything tighter in terms of, steering, handling, things like that. We also have an incredible new feature, and one of those is the rear wheel steering. So obviously that's rear wheel steering, rear wheel all-wheel steering. So basically the rear wheels can actually steer up to 7.3 degrees out of phase with the front wheels, so that's giving us so much greater handling responsiveness. And it's also really phenomenal to just handle this guy in tight spaces, just because it has such a tight turning radius is super tight. It really feels more like you're driving a small compact car in parking lots, things like that, rather than a giant Range Rover Sport. Now, another key feature of performance that they've done is we have just the absolutely incredible engine under the hood, and that is the tried and true 523 horsepower twin turbocharged 4.4-liter V8. Now, this is the first edition, so it's a fully loaded first edition model. We also have a couple other engine options available in the Range Rover Sport lineup. One of those is a plug-in hybrid, and we also have a mild electric assist with turbocharging. So definitely a plentiful amount of engine choices to choose from. Obviously this is the top spec. Well, there actually is one above this one. It's going to be the Range Rover Sport SV in the future, which is going to be absolutely bonkers. But for now, what you can just order online or go to a dealership and order is going to be this 4.4-liter twin turbocharged V8 engine. Absolutely bonkers power. 0 to 60, guys, is an impressive 4.3 seconds. Now, some other things to help us with comfort are the air suspension, which is a really big deal. Really helps give a comfort, but also really does improve handling capabilities. Now, this all doesn't come cheap. The Range Rover Sport first edition starts at $122,000. So get your checkbooks ready and be willing to pay big money. But it really is worth it. I feel like the quality of this car has just really gone up a notch in terms of both exterior design, interior quality, materials used, technology. Everything is really honestly better than it ever has been before. One thing though on the inside that I'm absolutely crazy about is the optional premium Meridian signature sound system. Now, there's still the regular Meridian sound system, which is really good. It sounds absolutely fantastic. But if you upgrade to the Meridian signature system, it comes with a crazy 29 speakers, dual channel subwoofer, and 3D sound capabilities. So it really gives you that three-dimensional sound. It really is absolutely incredible. It has 1,430 watts of amplification. So this system is super powerful, and no matter what you like listening to, I guarantee it that you've never heard anything quite like it before, just because of how the system is able to channel the audio through all the speakers. It really is a fantastic listening experience. Guys, in terms of interior design, I really do love this new look. It really has encapsulated a much higher end finish, in my opinion. So a few key features, key takeaways are going to be the new door handles that actually fold into the sides of the vehicle. That's a really nifty, sleek touch. But obviously, when you look at this Range Rover Sport compared to the previous generation Sport, you're going to notice some big design differences. This car has been more sculpted. It is less boxy. It has much finer lines. And the LED lighting work on this car is really impressive. I especially love how the rear of this car looks, guys. It has that dual exhaust on both sides, so quad exhaust piping. Really looks impressive. Very tall stance. Has a lot of on-road stance and on-road presence rather, and it really does come through with especially these giant wheels, guys. On this particular model right here, we are actually looking at 23-inch wheels. Can you believe that? 23-inch wheels on this car. So they obviously have a strong on-road presence, and that's what, you know, Jaguar Land Rover really did a good job with. The design team is coming into the Range Rover Sport and saying, okay, we really want to make this a signature vehicle. How can we make it really stand out from other vehicles in the lineup? It really does have more of a velar look to it now, especially with, again, its sleek signature lines. They fully redesigned this car from the ground up, and what I think the result is a much higher end, sleeker looking Range Rover Sport. So they went ahead and say, okay, we really want to differentiate the Range Rover Sport from the Range Rover itself. We really want to go the extra mile and really make them very different, and that's what they went ahead and did, and you can really tell it comes through with a few key features. One, this being the much slimmer profile. So if you look at the headlights and how they are set deep back into the front hood with the beautiful LED lighting on the rear of the vehicle and the taillights, once again, the taillights have been, you know, sort of slimmed down for a much sleeker appearance. So things have really changed on the Sport to make it, you know, really, in my opinion, a more sporty, sleek looking vehicle rather than this sort of very brawny, large, you know, sort of off-road looking vehicle. Now, of course, the Range Rover Sport is still extremely capable off-road, more capable than ever before, so don't let the styling fool you guys. But again, in terms of styling aesthetics, they've really went ahead and slimmed it down and made it look much more like a velar profile, something that has a lot of a more sporty look to it than before. Now, in terms of the interior, they have really taken it up a notch. So what we have here, I mean, guys, just the interior of the Range Rover Sport is just so ultra luxurious. I mean, just as soon as you sit into the super soft seats, you will automatically know that you are in something special. These seats are extremely comfortable. They are 22-way adjustable seats, heated, ventilated, of course, all that good stuff. And the headrests, oh my gosh, you guys, these headrests really kind of surround your head, and they really just give you that extra added level of comfort. As soon as you sit in the vehicle, instant comfort from these seats, really incredible. Of course, they also offer massaging as well, so definitely nice for those long road trips and long journeys in the car. Another thing that they have done is they've added so many cool material uses. So in the door panel, for instance, we have this very durable, super soft material here on the top. It's almost like a rubberized leather is the closest thing that I can describe it as. And then below that, we have this cloth, which is also houses some speaker system down there, more in the front there. And it really does feel really high-end, really nice, tight cloth. Really does add a nice design look to it. Below that, here on the first edition, we have this carbon fiber forged interior panel here, which is also where we house things like our seat controls with memory. So there are actually 3 different settings for memory, and we have housed within the seat controls themselves. So I think it looks pretty cool. It's pretty neat. And then below that, we have another material which is a very durable feeling. Feels like it's going to be really easy to clean and last a really long time. But it's, again, more of that rubberized material, sort of leatherish rubberized material. Is again the best way I can describe it. But it's very soft and feels like it's going to be really easy, again, once again, to clean and make look nice, again, once you're done on the trails, if you do decide to take your Range Rover Sport off-road and get some dust in here. The entire ceiling and all the pillars here are dressed in micro suede, so it gives it that really nice look and super soft felty feel to it. The dashboard is done, once again, in this rubberized sort of cloth-like material. Really interesting. I think, again, durability is going to be super high on that. And then moving, to the rest of the vehicle, in terms of some more luxurious touches, we have the signature Range Rover steering wheel. It's a 3-spoke design, so that's giving us that little bit of a sportier feel. Generally, 3-spoke is going to be a sportier wheel, sportier vehicle, and I really have always loved the steering wheel. I think it's just super pretty to look at, and it really does highlight the signature quality, in my opinion, of the Range Rover Sport. We have some really beautiful stitching here within the wheel, really nice use of dual leather tone material, so we have, you know, really cool different looking colors here on the inside, and they also of course can address that in many different interior color combinations if you choose to spec out, you know, a Range Rover Sport. Another cool thing is the hand controls here on the steering wheel are actually there's actually a little bit of a backlit screen in there, so as you go through the different menus on the instrument cluster, it actually changes depending on what view that is there. So that's something that's kind of nifty, and it's always been a cool little feature there on the Range Rover steering wheels. Now, in terms of the display here that I'm looking at for the driver's display, really nice, super clear, super crisp display. Provides just enough information. You know, sometimes I feel overwhelmed by the instrument clusters on new cars these days, but this one, you know, very nice. It does have a map view, it does have sort of a dynamic view, which has a few different things with the map and speed and things like that, but I just really enjoy the 2-dial mode. Looks really nice, really clean and crisp display, and yeah, it just is nice large gauges, and I think what really sets this display apart from some others that I see is just the level of clarity that this display offers is very high. And you know, before, in previous generation Jaguars or Land Rovers, the multimedia system has been sort of a point of contention, but that's been addressed. You know, previous gen, later models, previous gen have been addressed as well with this new system. So this new system, really incredible, super easy to use, highly responsive, and it really just addresses, you know, all of the needs just quickly at a fingertip with a tablet-like usability. So we also, for instance, if we want to go look at the different camera settings, different camera functions here on the car, we can do that. Android Auto's easily launched into full screen on this beautiful display. We have, you know, the seat adjustments, so we want to go ahead and do that from the screen, we can do that. Some cool different cabin lighting. So again, plenty of different easy to access features. It's really basically like having an Apple iPad inside of your car is the easiest way to describe this system, and I think that's exactly what people want in the car. Something really easy to use, quick response time, and that's exactly what this system delivers. So we are really happy to see that. But you know, once again, when you're sitting inside of this vehicle, it's extremely quiet, very luxurious, very comfortable, and it really does provide that high level of luxury that I feel the JLR customers come to expect, and especially the Range Rover Sport customer wants. So I think it delivers definitely on all of those points of being unique, sporty, but then also ultra luxurious. Now, when it comes to driving, again, I mentioned a few of those, you know, new things that have popped up. And wow, does that make a difference? I mean, of course, we love having that V8 engine under the hood. 0 to 60 time of just over 4 seconds for a car this big is absolutely crazy. You know, you can really step on it, just get instant heavy duty power response, extremely responsive. But then, you know, when you come here into the corners, body roll is nicely managed. Again, as I was mentioning earlier, greater rigidity in how they made the entire frame of the vehicle, and you can tell that instantly. Couple that with the rear wheel, the addition of rear wheel steering, and it really does perform very nicely on the road. Now, the only thing I will say, it's a bit jumpy off the line. So when you hit the gas off the line a little bit, it really does like to take off from 0 to like that 25-mile-an-hour mark. Now, I think having a lot of power is definitely a good thing to have, and I'm certainly not complaining about the incredible amount of power that this engine makes, but it just be prepared. If you're driving around town, it does give you a lot of oomph off the line, even if you're really just ever so slightly on the gas pedal. But again, guys, I think this car really does deliver on that sort of powerful driving experience that you want in a Range Rover Sport. And I'm sure that the couple other engines that I haven't driven them yet, but there's a new plug-in hybrid which seems to be actually pretty cool. And then we have a mild hybrid assist as well. So that's going to be, a standard, I believe it is a 6-cylinder turbocharged engine, and that one mixed with the mild hybrid system. So that should be a good one too. They all should provide plenty of power. This is a luxury brand, so I'm not going to make you want for power, but just, I will miss V8s when they go away, but just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible power delivery. Nice sound too from the engine. Really nice engine notes. Really like that. But hey, let's think about when you guys want to take some people on a little trip. Maybe you guys are going up to the mountains, going off-roading, things like that. You want to take your friends or family with you, or both. That's not a problem. The Range Rover Sport offers a really nice rear seating section. I was really impressed with it when I got in back. The headrests, same headrests we have up front. The rear seat, the rear portion of the seat can actually go forward and aft, so for some easy reclining, very comfortable, nice amount of legroom, very spacious, plus with the giant moonroof here that we have, so the entire glass roof, it is really easy to just let lots of nice natural light inside and make everybody feel very comfortable. And so yeah, really like that. Super spacious rear seating, which I really like. Well guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you've enjoyed our review here on the 2023 Range Rover Sport First Edition. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to get to them. Until next time, I'm Kyle from UnBoxed Autos.